Hi, it's Sandy Wyllie. Welcome to my mental health channel, where I wipe away the stigma of mental illness by talking about my own personal struggles, having borderline personality disorder, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety and panic attacks, depression. I talk about narcissism and my narcissistic mother. I talk about schizophrenia. I wrote a book about my schizophrenic father, life with my schizophrenic father, and that link to that is below in the description. It's available on Amazon. I talk about my unethical psychologist who sexually abused me and written many books about them, and those links are in the description. They're also available on Amazon. And I talk about all the different types of therapies out there, and personal growth, and a plethora of other topics related to the mental health. But I only come on as a former patient of almost 20 years. I am not a licensed therapist. I do not hold a degree in psychology, so I cannot diagnose you or give you a professional opinion. All I ask in turn of you is your kindness, please, and respect in the comments. Please be kind and respectful to me and to other people who comment. We don't need to agree on everything. Variety is the spice of life, but we do need to show each other respect and kindness. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Stick around, take a chance. Hit that subscribe button, the little box in the lower right-hand corner that says subscribe. That way you will be notified whenever a new video of mine comes out. It's 100% free, so stick around, take a chance. Hit the like button if you find this video interesting. Share it with your friends, your family, on your social media platforms. Let's spread the love. Continue to grow this channel, and I really love when you comment. I appreciate hearing about your personal struggles. I appreciate when you give me your personal opinions. And I always answer the comments. All right. Today's video is how to unfuck your life. I hope they don't censor me for saying that, but that's what I'm going to talk about today. Now, and it's going to be from my personal experiences. The number one way to unfuck your life is to choose your battles, okay? Suffering is inevitable in life, okay? But if you don't suffer with a purpose, you'll only have pain. If you suffer with purpose, okay, then you will have growth and spiritual awakening, because you will learn, all right? Now, we don't want to just suffer in pain. We want to pick our battles, okay? Choose which things in life are worth fighting for, and which things in life are not worth fighting for. And this goes for everything, from your work to your personal improvement, like your health plan. This includes your health plan. This includes the people in your life. You have to choose your battles. So how do I choose my battles? Well, it's just like standing up for yourself. You can't argue about every little thing in a marriage, okay? Like if the guy leaves the toilet seat lid up, or forgets to put the cap back on the toothpaste, or all the little things, right? Those are every little thing in life. I just gave you that as an example. Isn't worth fighting for. It'll just bring you more frustration and misery. You have to pick the big things. What is important, okay? What is important to struggle with, and that goes for your personal being too. Like, am I going to struggle and work out like 4 hours at the gym? You know, I exercise every day. I do about maybe an hour exercise. Now, if I did more, I'd have tighter arms, because I see some women my age former high school girls, well, old women now, they really work out and they have muscles, really good looking muscles. I have to see what is worth, for me. What is worth it for me to have to have a body that's, a six pack and muscles, or, I like my body the way it is. I don't have to have a perfect body. It's perfect for me. That's all that matters. I pick and choose what I do to make my body feel good for me. All right? I pick and choose my battles. Same with my work, my books. How much effort, how many hours a day am I going to put into doing something? All right? Some people are workaholics, and they just work, all day long and all evening long and have no time for their families, You have to pick, your suffering. How much are you willing, what is worth it for you to put in, and where to draw the line? What is not worth it for you, all right? And that goes with your own personal being, how much you're willing to put in, what's worth it, and where you draw the line. That's your boundary, right? Where you draw the line is your boundary. And what isn't worth it. And that's the key thing. Another thing to unfuck your life is taking responsibility for your choices, all right? No, we can't control everything. Bad things happen to good people. We all know that, right? We wish they would happen to bad people, but they happen to bad people too. It's only we don't hear about it. But we can't control what happens to us. We can only control how we respond to it. And so, I can't control that my son at 4 years old lost his mind from pneumococcal meningitis and encephalitis. He got extensive brain injury, and now he's like an invalid. He has the mind of a 2-year-old, and he needs 24/7 care. Now, I could just give up, like a lot of other parents do who have very sick children, throw my hands in the air and say, oh, well, he's a lost cause. I'm not going to bother with him. And believe it or not, a lot of parents have abandoned their severely handicapped children. I know, because I've been around, because of my son, a lot of handicapped children whose parents are alive and have nothing to do with them, or very, very little. Maybe they might see him once on Christmas or something, But we see our son every weekend, on Saturday and on Sunday. Not just one day. Both Saturday and Sunday we see our son. And I'm very involved with my son. He comes home for holidays. He comes home every Sunday for dinner. I cook him a nice dinner. I bake for him. I spend time on the floor with him, playing with him, like puzzles, Melissa and Doug puzzles. Those are like for 3 or 4-year-olds. So I make the best of my relationship with my son, and we're very close. I mean, he knows I'm his mommy. He's like a 2-year-old, He's not like a 29-year-old. He can't work, he can't drive, he can't have a girlfriend, he can't go out by himself, he can't even go to the bathroom by himself, but he's like a 2-year-old. So I say he's like, my other son, Austin, says he's not going to have any children. I said, that's fine, because Alex will be like my grandchild. Right? But I make the best of my relationship with my son, even though my relationship with my son is like infantile relationship. Like, it's the level of like a 2-year-old, even though my son is 29-year-old man physically. And if I show you the pictures, you can see he looks like a 29-year-old normal man. But if you ever saw him in person, you'd know instantly, as soon as he opens his mouth, that it was something drastically wrong with him. But I make the best of that, and I am proactive, not reactive. So when something happens to me, I become proactive. I had a fight to get my son the proper care that he needs. It was a long battle. I had to get a lawyer and fight the Boston public school system because the school system wasn't going to take my son in. They wanted to keep him in a hospital, strapped to a bed, like in a straitjacket, in a chair all day, strapped in a chair, a wheelchair, in one of those beds that have netting so they can't get out, like a cage. So I had to get a lawyer. I had to fight that. Instead of throwing my hands up and saying, I give up, that's it. I didn't give up. I picked and chose my battles. I responded to the situation in a positive, assertive way and got my son the help he needed. Instead of throwing my hands up and say, I can't do anything, then they're not going to help him. I said, they're not going to help him, and that's criminal. It's criminal, and I'm going to get a lawyer, and I'm going to fight him. I got a lawyer, and I fought them, and I won. They had to end up paying for my son's placement into a special home for severely handicapped people that would teach him and, take care of him. But see, so it's how you respond, okay? Are you going to be proactive or you're going to be reactive to a situation? If you're going to just be reactive and get angry and upset and do nothing, what good is that going to do you? And what good was that going to do my son? It wasn't going to do any good at all, I'll tell you that. Another thing is, failure is the way forward. If you are not feeling in life, that means you're not trying. You're staying in your comfort zone. Why are you staying in your comfort zone? Because, you're not feeling. But you are feeling. You're feeling yourself. You're only kidding yourself, okay? You're feeling at your own life. If you're really good at something, like a kid on a bicycle with training wheels, all right? The training wheels make the kid feel secure, and they go, well, I really can ride this bike great with these training wheels. I can, but they really can't ride the bike that well, even though they're kidding themselves and say, yes, look it, I'm riding it. How fast can you go on a bike when you have training wheels on? Try it. Put training wheels on your bike and see how fast you really can't go that far at all, right? But someone in their comfort zone would say, I like it like this. I'm not afraid with the training wheels. I can ride the bike like this. But in real life, you're not going to go anywhere with your training wheels on, right? You got to take those training wheels off, and you're going to feel. You're gonna fall off. Name one kid that never fell off a bike once he took his training wheels off. Never tipped over, nothing. The first time they took the training wheels. You're gonna fall over. You get back on the bike. You try again. You're gonna fall over. You get back on the bike. You don't say, well, it's safe with the training wheels on, and try riding your life with training wheels on, going through your life with the training wheels on. You see what I'm trying to say? So you got to get out of your comfort zone, and you got to learn to fail. You've got to learn to fail. That's the only way you will win, is by learning to fail, embracing it, accepting it. You're trying something new. Do you think that when I tried out my YouTube channel, right? I had 0 subscribers, 0, okay? And I think it will be 5 years in February I've had this YouTube channel. And I tried different things on it. And I tried karaoke. And I wasn't a great singer. I went on and I sang my heart out, and I tried, and I failed. And I tried again, and I failed. And I decided that doing karaoke was not going to get me where I wanted to be. So Instead of saying, well, I failed at this, I failed at YouTube, I couldn't do it. I didn't say that. I said, let me try another venue, another area. What other area am I interested in? Well, psychology, right? I have a big interest in psychology. And not only because I was a patient for so long, or that I had a 2-year affair with the psychologist, or that I'd taken free psychologists to the licensing board, or 100 other things. I was interested in it. It's very interesting how the mind works. And I said, let me do a mental health channel. And I tried that, and more people subscribed, and I got monetized, and I started making money. Not a lot of money, of course. Not yet. I've only had this mental health channel for 1 year. 1 solid year, that's it. I've only been monetized for 1 year. Yes, I make money, but it's various pennies. It's not much. I don't make much money yet, but I'm still learning. But what I'm trying to say is that I let myself feel at something, okay? But I didn't give up. I didn't abandon my YouTube channel. I didn't say, well, it's 4 years, I've tried, that's it, it's over. It's never over for me. I keep going and going and going. Another thing you got to do is learn to say no, all right? Saying no to someone or something is saying yes to yourself. And self-care is the most important thing in your life. Without it, when you go on a plane, right, they tell you to put your own oxygen mask on first before you help someone else put theirs on. Why is that? Because if you don't take care of yourself first, you're not going to be able to help someone else, right? Because you'll be passed out. You'll be unconscious. So you have to take care of yourself first before you can help someone else. So just remember that. If you say yes to everyone and everything, you're really saying no to yourself. There'll be no time left for you to take care of you, to do what's important for yourself. So just remember to, pick your battles in life. That's the most important thing. Recognize that failure is moving forward. That if you're not failing, that means you're not trying. You're staying in your comfort zone. You've got those training wheels on, and you're not taking them off. And you're never going to go anywhere like that. Just letting you know, you're never going to go anywhere. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Choose your struggles. Take responsibility for yourself. Don't play the victim, okay? Be empowered, okay? When something happens, be proactive like I was with my son. Don't throw your hands up and be reactive, get upset and say, well, I can't do anything. That's never the case. You might say, well, what can I do? There's tons of things you can do. Tons and tons of things, all right? Don't ever throw your hands up and give up. Never. I want you to hear that right now. No matter how down in the dumps, and I've been very down in the dumps. I've been in a deep depression where I didn't leave the house for years. Literally locked in my house. All I did was sleep and eat. I had a mattress in the living room, and I put all the shades down, and I was obese. I was like 175, and all I did was eat cheesecake, watch cooking shows, and go to sleep. Eat and sleep, eat and sleep. In a very dark house. No lights on, with the shades all down. That's how I was. 2 doctors told me I'm never going to have any children. They said, you're infertile. You will never have children. That's what they told me. Did I give up? Absolutely not. And I got pregnant on my own twice. So I didn't listen to any doctors. And I given up on psychologists because they played mind games with me and sexually exploited me and abused me. And I have many other videos on here on my channel in giving great detail of how they done that, so I'm not going to waste my time here. I gave up on them, on the shrinks, but I didn't give up on myself. I said no to them, but in saying no to them, I said yes to me. So remember that. In saying no to someone else who's bad for you, who doesn't help you grow, who doesn't give you positive energy, in saying no to them, you are saying yes to yourself. And that's very important. So those are some ways that I've learned that have helped me in my life. Now feel free in the comments to share with me if you found other ways to get your life better, get it back on track, because I'd love to hear from you. All right, till next time, you have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.